So this will be our last topic for the day. The last topic is kind of out of left field, because I don't know if people would even think that I would even go this direction with so many storylines happening in the WWE. This might have been the last place that people thought I would go. But I actually want to talk about Austin Theory. I want to talk about Austin Theory for a second, because just like a lot of these groups that they're putting together, or this whole run with John Cena, how everything just isn't living up to its expectation and full potential, it's a shame how they're wasting Austin Theory. It's almost a crime, actually, because I'm already dumbfounded day by day of how we can get these main event level guys to superstar levels, how we can't get them to the highest level of the sport, how we can't make main event caliber guys into the superstars that they were meant to be. That's already beyond me, how the WWE isn't capable of doing that with guys like Seth Rollins, with guys like Karrion Kross, with guys like Drew McIntyre. So I guess Austin Theory was doomed from the start, because if we can't get the guys that are supposed to be stars to the next level, then how in the hell are we going to help the guys that are still trying to come up through the ranks? How in the hell are we going to help the guys that are still trying to establish themselves as serious competitors? Austin Theory had momentum, and he had momentum when Vince McMahon was in charge. This is one of the reasons that I wanted to discuss Austin Theory also. Vince McMahon, for all of the shit that he's going through and all of the bullshit he put that company through towards his last years, I feel like as a true fan, at least me, I can't do nothing but give that man the credit that he deserves in terms of professional wrestling. I will always refer to Vince McMahon as the king of professional wrestling. And with that being said, I feel like no man in that world of wrestling knows how to make a star better. I don't feel like no other person in professional wrestling knows how to make a star better than Vince McMahon. When you look at it, he's probably the only booker in professional wrestling that's capable of making superstars, which is why eventually he dropped the term professional wrestling and called the wrestlers WWE superstars. His mind just works like that. He's only thinking about money because he's a businessman. And whether right or wrong, thinking about money drives him to find superstars. He's not in the business of just guys just wrestling. He wants the best possible characters on screen. That way, when it's all said and done, if you're a fan of Disney, if you're a fan of Marvel, whatever you're a fan of, he wants you to come to the WWE and know that he has some of the best stars in the world, character-wise. He wants you to know that the WWE has some of the best characters in the world. And each generation, he's successful with that. Each generation, without fail, he introduces us to the guy that leads that generation, to the top superstar of that generation. Everybody from Shawn Michaels to Stone Cold to The Rock to John Cena to Roman Reigns. Every generation has their top guy, and Vince McMahon has been the person that made them a star. Vince McMahon was the guy that booked them into being superstars. So not only does Vince McMahon book superstars, but he prophesizes superstars as well. What I mean by that is, at 19 years old, Drew McIntyre came into the WWE, and Vince McMahon himself came to the ring and told the world that Drew McIntyre would indeed be a future WWE champion. Now, even though it took a while and Drew McIntyre went through his ups and downs, eventually that very thing did come to fruition. That very thing did happen. Drew McIntyre not only became a WWE champion, but in my opinion, he became one of the best wrestlers in the company. Even to this day, I feel like he's underutilized in certain areas because he is one of the best that the WWE has to offer right now. And that goes to my point about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon doesn't miss when it comes to this. When it comes to making superstars in wrestling, Nobody is near Vince McMahon's level of IQ. So just like Drew McIntyre, Vince McMahon has handpicked Austin Theory to be the next superstar of this company. Vince McMahon, at 70 years old, made it a point to come on television and tell us that Austin Theory was next in line to be the biggest superstar that WWE has to offer. I respect what Vince has done for that company, and to me, he's the king of this. He's the king of promoting professional wrestling. So he knows the superstars when he sees them. He didn't come on national TV at 70 years old to tell us Austin Theory was going to be a star for no reason. Even at that time, Austin Theory had the momentum. He was being booked effectively when it came to certain situations, to the point that we saw him get involved with Stone Cold Steve Austin at a WrestleMania. Vince McMahon was doing all of the right things to put Austin Theory in a position to succeed. At one point, Austin Theory was the United States champion. He was having quality matches regularly on Monday Night Raw. He even was having a feud with Seth Rollins from time to time. That was high level because of the type of competitor Seth Rollins is. Once upon a time, Austin Theory was booked with Seth Rollins, a part of the Monday Night Messiah character. And again, just as I alluded to earlier, wasted potential because that group could have did so many things. And Austin Theory was a nice addition to that group with Buddy Matthews and Seth Rollins. But again, things are always wasted and potential seems to just fall by the wayside. So even from that time of Austin Theory not working out with the Monday Night Messiah character, Vince McMahon still seeing something in Austin Theory to the point where he repackaged him and reintroduced him to the WWE audience. And he said out of his own mouth that Austin Theory is the chosen one. And for certain times, we were seeing that. We were seeing the potential. I don't know what the hell happened since then, and I'm not going to get into all of that. We all know and can agree that it's been terrible, and whatever he's doing with Grayson Waller is just not it. It's just not the move for Austin Theory. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't been keeping up with it. I don't know what they're doing per se right now, but my gut instinct tells me that they're going to separate these two sooner than later. Because at this point, you just have to if Austin Theory is going to have any type of success in this company. And I'm rooting for Austin Theory. I really am. Because I think that he is a future star, but more importantly, because Vince McMahon said that he's going to be a star. Vince McMahon has the track record. If you're a fan of college football, Nick Saban comes to mind. Nick Saban comes to mind as one of the greatest coaches. And it seems like every year or every other year, Alabama was winning a national championship. It's kind of that same dynamic to me when it comes to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon doesn't miss when it comes to picking superstars. He said Austin Theory is going to be a star. I'm still waiting back to see it, but I know I'm going to see it. Drew McIntyre was the one that showed me that you could never bet against Vince McMahon when he tells you that somebody's going to be a future star or a future champion. So I'm never going to bet against Vince McMahon. He said Austin Theory's the future. I'm waiting to see it happen. It's just crazy now because now it's in Triple H's hand. And we all know that Triple H and Vince McMahon are two completely different bookers, are two completely different creative minds when it comes to the product. So it's no telling what's going to happen, but I would just love to see Austin Theory have some type of success or some type of momentum sooner than later. I would love to see that happen, especially because it's so many storylines that he could be involved with. It's so many different feuds that Austin Theory can have organically. It won't feel rushed and it won't feel forced. It could be organic. You just have to get him in the ring with the right people. You have to get him away from Grayson Waller. And that's no disrespect to him, but they're not supposed to be a team. Grayson Waller could do his own thing individually. And it's kind of a crime to him as well because he doesn't need to be paired with the tag team either, but especially Austin Theory. I feel like Austin Theory kind of showed us what he's capable of already. So it's not like we walking into this blind and we don't know what he could do. He showed us what he could do at different times. Now the WWE has to show us what they can do. And they have to put him in the ring with suitable opponents. It's just that simple. We don't even have to get deep into a storyline right now. Just make sure Austin Theory is having highly competitive matches. Everything is not rocket science. You don't need an intricate storyline for Austin Theory. You just need to make sure that every time we see him have a match on TV, it's a highly competitive match. He's showing us heart and grit every time he gets in the ring. He's showing us a passion to the point that he could be a babyface. He could be a good guy in the situation. He doesn't even have to be the heel right away. That's how you get your best bad guys, is when they were good guys first. So let him have highly competitive matches and let the fans decide. Because I'm pretty sure I know the pulse of the WWE fans, me being a true fan myself. And I think people are ready to start supporting Austin Theory. So again, just give him highly competitive opponents. Give him people that he can get in there and have these great matches with. Chad Gables, the Pences, the JD Madonnas. As I mentioned before, JD Madonna is somebody that I think will have a bright future. Start mixing it up and utilizing your roster. That's where my frustration is coming in at. That's where my frustration is coming from. No, I don't have the patience to wait. What are we waiting for? You guys have the people. Use them. Get them off the bench. Get them in the game. Give them some minutes. It's time to start seeing what we got. Put people in the ring with Austin Theory and let's see what we working with. Let's see what we got. The time is now. We have to start building the future of the company. Our favorite athletes are on their way out, little by little. The time is now. We have to build. Austin Theory was stamped by the man himself, Vince McMahon, the king of professional wrestling. Let's do right by Vince and get Austin Theory back on the right track. You heard it here on Worldwide First. Let's get to it. Yo, what's going on with it? I'm Southside Tre. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Full Time Digital House, and follow me on Instagram, Southside_Tre.